Hot Press has joined forces with Lyons Tea and Pieta House to produce Now We're Talking 100 Voices.
Young people are really kind of suffering in silence here, and there's a lot of issues that aren't being talked about. So how can we change that, and how can we identify more appropriate services and more accessible services for young people?
Everything else in my life had been very smooth. I had no other real woes, so to speak, of. Family was all happy and healthy, and I was in a nice, secure environment or whatever, but I'd never experienced any emotional turmoil that really threw me and threw my sense of self.
We spend a lot of time giving out to ourselves. We treat ourselves very badly. We treat ourselves much worse than anyone else would treat us, and we treat everybody else better than we treat ourselves.
If you broke your ankle tomorrow morning, God forbid, you're not okay, nobody sees any problem with somebody in a cast on crutches. So therefore, mentally or emotionally, if you've something up, if times are tough, if you're struggling a bit, why should we consider that it's any different not to be okay mentally or emotionally as it is not to be okay physically?
You know, you're often listening to the radio by yourself, you're in your kitchen, you're in your car, and you hear this voice and someone is saying something honest and people will respond. So we get texts that would stop you in your tracks genuinely. People would be, you know, saying, I was thinking of taking my own life, and I heard this person speak now and tell them that they've made me think twice.
At the end of it all, we can say we have actually contributed in a meaningful way to making things just a little bit better. And hopefully, by doing that, helping people to deal with, to cope with, and to go beyond the mental health issues that they've had to deal with.
When I first played sport, when I was growing up in New Zealand, I was always kind of involved in elite sport, and then I developed an eating disorder, depressed, anxiety, all of that stuff. So I've gone through that, and then obviously travelled and have ended up in Ireland. So it's different for me in terms of I need something different for other girls.
I hide it when I try to speak. She holds me like a dog on a leash. I'm running, she won't let me breathe if I'm honest.
The amazing partnership that we have with Lyons Tea really is allowing us to introduce mental health to people in a gentler way. That gentle conversation over the kitchen table with a cup of tea allows us to do that. What's really important and what's going to make a difference is people deliberately forming communities and being part of a community. The people in their social networks that read their posts and take heed of what was said, it's those ripple effects that will make the big difference.
There must be another 100 like me. There must be another 100 like me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, I'm not the only one hiding. I'm not the only one hiding.